This is Vikings United, your ultimate destination for everything Minnesota Vikings. Bringing together the most passionate fans, insightful analysts, and dynamic creators from across Skol Nation. Get ready for deep dives, spirited debates, and exclusive insights from Coach Cody. We're celebrating our community, honoring our heroes, and fueling your fandom with Pillars of Valor coffee. This is more than a show. It's a movement. This is Vikings United.
Handy.
Purple and gold, that's all we know. Purple and gold, we holla Skol. Purple and gold, this how we roll. Purple and gold, now holla Skol. Purple and gold, this how it goes. Purple and gold, we holla Skol. Purple and gold, that's how you know. Purple and gold, now holla Skol. Representing Skol, the gang, you know the name. It's a Minnesota thing. Put that on the purple blood that's running through these golden veins. Hail, sleet, snow, or rain, regardless, we gon' go to games. $1 billion stadium on Sundays, they don't close the bank. Fail, rarely get your tail buried. Give his JJ to JJ on Hail Marys. I'm like Aaron Jones, I see the field clearly. Gain 150 yards off of 12 carries and 2 tugs. That's how you crack a can of ice cold whoop ass on the Packers fan. Downtown Minneapolis, where we pack the stands and put our hands above our heads when we clap our hands. That's how we clap our hands. We put our hands above our head when we clap our hands. Now clap your hands and put your hands above your head when you clap your hands. That's how we clap our hands. We put our hands above our head when we clap our hands. I said clap your hands and put your hands above your head when you clap your hands. Purple and gold, that's all we know. Purple and gold, we holla Skol. Purple and gold, this how we roll. Purple and gold, now holla Skol. Purple and gold, this how it goes. Purple and gold, we holla Skol. Purple and gold, that's how you know. Purple and gold, now holla Skol. If you from Minnesota, let me know. If you from Minnesota, here we go. Minnesota know this. Minnesota know this. I'm known to Skol and then blow the coldest and Skol until I got scoliosis. So when we so ferocious. So just way before 84 was the dopest. We showed you who the purple and the gold is. If you from Minnesota, let me know. Right now. If you from Minnesota, here we go. Minnesota. Purple and gold, that's all we know. Purple and gold, we holla Skol. Purple and gold, this how we roll. Purple and gold, now holla Skol. Purple and gold, this how it goes. Purple and gold, we holla Skol.
Welcome into the Scene Project Sports Network. We are here tonight for Vikings United. I am joined, as always, by my co-host, Big B. B, what's shaking?
I forgot today was Tuesday. He sent me the link. I'm like, what the heck? And then I was busy. I just got home. I sat down, watched some curling because that's like one of my favorite events in the Winter Olympics is curling. So, and then it just like dawned on me after I sent you the text. I'm like, oh shoot, it's Tuesday.
Tuesday it is, man. It's all good. The Sunday kind of screwed us up, right? Having Super Bowl Sunday, we don't know.
Yeah, it's just been a long day. So
it's been a long day. Coach Cody's in the house. Just got off a Zoom meeting with the defense, getting ready for his big game.
Yeah, heading out to Wyoming on Friday, so it's gonna be quick, and I'm just excited to see. It is an exhibition game, so I want to see what we have. But at the same time, I'm trying to lay 100 on these guys.
Yeah, you got to get your team ready. And Sir
Mhm.
Picasso, welcome back to the show, brother.
What's good? What's good?
No, what? It's been a
That
while.
Super
Been a
Bowl
few
on
weeks
Sunday
since we've
threw
had
me
you
off
on.
today.
Man, to say I'm busy is an understatement.
Right. I had 9 meetings yesterday.
Jeez.
Oh.
Day where I had like 4 or 5 and did 2 live doing 2 live shows where it's like, oh, I wasn't that busy today. Just on air, 3 hours out of the day plus an extra couple of podcasts. And I spend way too much time in front of a camera. That's where I'm getting to. Like most.
At least you got the camera look. I mean, me and maybe Cody might not have the camera face, but
Are you gonna leave me out like that?
yeah, but honestly, Picasso, you can come on and face paint. You'll be perfect for the camera. So
No, it's all right. My wife tells me every day how beautiful I am.
there you go. That's all that matters.
At least you got somebody who thinks so.
I'm so glad I'm back. How you doing?
Yeah, not a shot at you. That's a shot at my wife never saying nice things like that to me. She's probably listening. She ain't tuned in yet. Oh, there she is now.
Not yet.
He's like, quick, let me get this in.
I'm sleeping.
Edit.
right. Edit. But yeah,
Well,
how
Sam
about that Super
Darnold
Bowl,
is
though?
a Super Bowl champion. How do we feel about it?
Yes, I love it. I love everything about it. I love the fact that Kenneth Walker was MVP. Like, oh man, I was starting to sweat. I was like, well, he hasn't scored. You know what I'm saying? And then even the announcer, when he did score, but it was called back, and the announcer was like, yep, that probably went took away his chances at MVP. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. I was about to freak and flip tables.
Yeah,
I mean, if the score would have stayed the way it was, I mean, who would you have got it to? I mean, the kicker was 5 for 5 at the time. He kicks another one 6 for 6. I mean,
he looked like he was running away with the MVP.
Yeah, I mean, Gonzalez on the Patriots made 2 or 3 good plays to help them not score. So
that guy was everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not going to be upset that Walker won. I mean, Hunter's 162, 2 yards, no touchdowns. I mean, I think I honestly kind of think the kicker got robbed, or even the tight end that scored the touchdown. But they're going to go with the fancy name, so I
don't know that game without Kenneth Walker in it, especially early on. They're not doing anything. Right.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you're right. I mean, we talked about it in our watch along. I mean, Cody, said it over and over again that they're going to live and die with Kenneth Walker. And they did. I mean, 162 yards. But I mean, you take away those 5 field goals, and we're looking at what the final score been. I mean, 19-17 or something like that. I mean, Patriots win. So, no, props to Seattle. I mean, their fan base deserves it. The players deserve it. Not hearing so much chatter that we should have kept Darnold because he's the MVP. He played good, but props to Darnold. I mean, you're the 3rd overall pick. You bounce around team to team. You finally found a home the last 2 seasons. You got to the championship game. Soak it up, live it up, because you never know what's going to bring next year. So.
Oh, he's getting that contract, bro.
He's getting a contract. He's gonna retire in Seattle.
Danielle wants to know, Marcus, what we're painting tonight.
I don't know if I can show it because they're.
All
right. Well, I'm giving it to him on Thursday. So basically, there was a couple, and he messaged me. He's friend of a friend and said, "Hey, could you do a portrait of my wife and I?" Sent me a picture. They were at Allegiant Stadium, and I'm like, "Is that the background you want?" He said, "No, dude. Can you put us in front of the bank?" Of course I can. He goes, "Dude, could you make me look a little thinner?" I said, both of you, or just he goes, you can do both, do both. I said,
If you
of
can
course
only
I
do
could
one,
do
do
that.
me.
I said, of course I could do that. All right, real quick. You ready? Y'all watching? Danielle, you watching?
Ooh, all right.
Oh, nice.
Unbelievable.
Oh, man, 100%. Everything's right on frame.
Yeah, that's great, man.
Hey, man.
I'm gonna be so happy with that.
I don't know if it'll turn it around, bro. I'm super geeked about this hat. Where's mine? There it is.
Yeah, that's so sick. To do fur, man, you're
nice.
a wild individual.
It turned out super dope.
Yeah, Danielle's impressed. She's not impressed by much, so.
Yes, she is.
No,
So yeah, we're actually working with Jaheim Ward too. So waiting to get back a couple picks from him. So that'll be dope.
Cody, we missed you after halftime. What'd you think of the halftime shows? Which one were you watching? Did you get to watch both? What was your take?
I just ended up watching the Bad Bunny one, but I was in and out making phone calls, looking for coaches for this other semi-pro team that I'm coaching. So I paid attention here and there, but I couldn't tell you like one moment that I remembered.
Even if he isn't in the game, coach is coaching during halftime.
Well, the funny thing is watching the halftime show, because I was watching it and I was listening to Kid Rock in the background because I was a little bit more impressed than I thought I would be. Of course, the dancing was always good. But I'm actually more impressed today because I saw the video of the setup. The trees and bushes were all people dressed up. So
right away. I saw it as soon as they showed him. I'm like, that tree has feet.
I didn't even pay attention to that, but I was just like, I was very impressed that they made the scenery out of people.
Actually, that whole field, I don't know if you know this, the whole field was his hometown.
No, I guess I didn't hear that. No.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, it's cool. Brought us home and dropped it right in the middle of the field like that. And I understand that, like in the stadium, seeing the videos from the stadium, it wasn't as great, but the NFL is made for TV. We've all been to NFL games during halftime. Most people are heading to the bathroom. They're getting more beer. They're getting food. They're like, the halftime show is a very afterthought-ish thing in the stadium. Those shows are for television, and that was produced as such. Right? Like it's not, that's why you don't see the halftime shows during the season broadcast as that. It's just something to kind of hold your attention to like keep the momentum while the real show is in the locker room getting rested up and recharged. So I thought the Kid Rock one was fine. I mean, it was a concert. It is what it is. I think it's been
Kid Rock and Jelly Roll.
There's different people that joined, I think, throughout the. Yeah.
I was in and out in between and getting my stuff and getting ready for our second half of coverage and everything. Next year, I'm doing a Scene Projects Midwest Original Music Organization halftime show. Like, if we're going to do watch-alongs like we did this time, then I'm going to run my own halftime show with all my people out. I'm going to bring my hometown onto the field, right? Like, I'm going to bring my people out there and put them on it. And we might not have, 132 million people or whatever watching, or another 6 million people or whatever on YouTube watching that. But like, to me, that is what that's what I got out of it, is like, if we're going to use this as a moment in time to hang out with our friends and our fans, then I'm going to give them part of our world for that halftime show. If everybody's going to find just like something to hate on, then you can hate on all of us then.
Yep. And Steve, what's up? I would bet money that Cody does have his application in for the GM position for the Vikings.
He better. I want a front office job.
I'll be Cody's secretary. I don't care.
That's what I
I'll
meant.
be the director of art and entertainment.
Yeah, you already know, dude. You're paying murals all up in the bank.
I've been trying to do that for a minute.
Yeah, well, it's gonna.
I don't know how they haven't hired you, man.
Well, the person I know in the for the Vikings has definitely told me that they just want to do something really special. So it'll happen. I'm not worried.
What's up, Rob? Welcome in, man.
How you doing, Rob?
What's up, Rob?
We got new merch up. Shop.thesceneprojects.com. Make sure y'all are checking that out, supporting the show on there. We're gonna get some Sir Picasso. I'm gonna see if I can buy some licensing and get some Picasso merch up there. That'd be fucking dope.
Yeah, I'm working on that aspect too. We're looking into actually purchasing a whole, I don't know what the hell it's called, but it's a printing machine. You just put your shirts in it and it prints right on the machine. There's no heat pressing, no nothing. So the shit can go in a, sorry for cursing. It can go in a dryer like 1,000 times and not lose anything.
There you go.
Steve, I could be 7 feet away from a mic and you would hear my voice loud and clear. I guarantee you that man was singing. I know people that know Bob personally. He don't fake it. So you can take that and do what you want with it. I thought it was all good. I thought the game was good. It's funny. Me and B were joking because it was after that we kind of shut our feed down after the third quarter that all the action started happening. But I was like,
the fumble, I think, was right after we.
Well, I was like a minute behind his feed, so I'm kind of watching. You could see his TV behind him a little bit. I had him like sitting off to the side so I could see that TV. And it wasn't like the best viewing experience for me. But I wasn't invested in the game, right? Like it was just the spectacle that was on that everybody's, kind of participating in, even if it's, just to hang out with your friend, which is really what the watch along was all about. And it was really awesome, man, to spend the time with Cody, with B, with our fans out here. It was really cool just to have that moment. And like I said, next year, already making plans that I'm going to put together a whole 35-minute halftime show and nothing but artists that are in our world and having them, getting to share their music videos and getting those out there and putting together a spectacle of our own, man. I think that's why we do what we do. Right. And, whether we continue to maybe do watch alongs for Vikings games next year or whatever that looks like. We'll see. I enjoyed watching the game and participating in it that way. Maybe we're eventually PA is going to retire eventually, man. So we're trying to set ourselves up for a possible future in the booth and doing what we're doing. Looking forward to going to the VWO tailgate next year and doing this show live, in the shadow of US Bank Stadium and being able to broadcast from there. Like we got big plans for next season. This whole season has been nothing but a pilot. Right. Of like, can we do this? Do we enjoy doing this? And what does it look like moving forward? And I think it's been a freaking blast.
No, it's been fun. I mean, doing these watch alongs, even on coast to coast when we do them here and there. It's just fun doing them and pretending you're, sitting in the box watching the game, trying to figure out what the offense is going to do. Hey, they're going to run this play. No, they're going to pass. So was that a penalty? I mean, it's a fun bickering back and forth, and then you got Coach Cody, when you throw something to him and he's going to break it down, be like, this is the lineup, this is how they set up, this is formation, this is exactly what I would have done, and stuff like that. So it's fun. It's definitely a blast.
That's how I watch every single game.
Yeah. I have a feeling Cody would get too intense during the game, so maybe we'll just do pre-halftime and post-game from now on. We'll see.
No, I think it's been, an overall success, way better than I thought it would be. And, just a simple idea that you had, Bubba. It was a killer idea. And I'm just excited for, where it takes us, how much we grow. And I mean, the opportunities that are coming with it. I mean, Baseball Hall of Fame, let's get it.
What are you talking about, Steve? Our kicker and our punter are co-MVPs of this team right now.
Oh god, we're gonna get into that talk now. I mean,
Long
Well,
snapper.
we
Oh
are
my
moving into that, right? Into draft talk. I mean, if you ask me, you already know. I'm. It seems like that, like cornerback is going to be the probably one of your most valuable picks in kind of the space that we're at. I'm all about them grabbing. It's like there's so many needs on this team on the defensive side of the football right now, and not that there aren't needs on the offensive side, but I think it's easier to come up with. I think it's easier to come up with. Offensive players that can maybe fit into the system that KOC wants to run right now in free agency, where you need to get younger on the defense, right?
Yep.
And I know that Flores doesn't typically play young guys. He hasn't had young guys that were the most talented players on the field either, right? And I think that if you can get younger there, even if they're not starters and you're maybe signing some guys and kind of amoebaing this defense again, that you end up, where we need to be. I mean, there are a lot of question marks still. I'm still have they made a lot of cuts? I haven't really been paying attention.
I haven't seen nothing big. I know, listen to PA in the group on the drive to work and home and stuff. They haven't done nothing. I think they're just kind of waiting to see who gets cut. I mean, I know the talk the last few days is, Kirk Cousins, where is he going to come back? Because Atlanta's already said they're going to cut him before that deadline hits. So, is that a possibility? Is that something that the Vikings are going to entertain? I'm with you. I don't think it's the right fit. I think we need, something different there. I mean, we definitely need a backup.
In the face of what they've said, that they want to have somebody that can drive and push JJ a little bit. Like, to me, Kirk Cousins doesn't push JJ in a competitive way it just doesn't. He's not moving the needle for me right now.
No,
at you, and you've got questions along that offensive line yet.
Right now, the only guy that I think that would fit that, hey, we need somebody to push JJ would be, I hate to say it, maybe AR from the Colts because he's still young, a young quarterback like that, or they swing for the fence and they give what Cincinnati wants for Burrow. I know Picasso, but I mean, we need somebody in there that can do it. Trust me, I don't want to pay the haul to get Burrow. I'd rather go with somebody that's still young, a veteran that's been around. I know AR has only been there for a couple years, but he's got that starting experience. I've heard Geno Smith being thrown out there, David Carr being thrown out there. None of those are going to push JJ. So I don't know what they're going to do.
To be honest, he's a competitive kid. So you put anybody in there where he's got to feel like he's got to fight for his job, I think he's going to stand up and prove people wrong.
Right. I think he ends up being there, but you want somebody that actually pushes him, not what you had last year with they had 3 or 4 different quarterbacks in camp, right? Like, you finally landed on Carson Wentz like 3 days before the season started, And
that's where the downside, that's where I think the downside went with Kwesi. And I think we kind of touched on that a couple weeks ago, that was the downside.
Is that you chirping, B?
I didn't know I don't think we have a fire alarm in here.
No. Probably didn't put one in.
Well, it's our extension off of we built a little family room off of our mobile home. So, but there is some kind of alarm going off. I don't know if it's here though. So
my co-host on Unsigned Spotlight today, Michael Cagle, it's been going on in the background for them, so he didn't even notice it. And I was like, "You still ain't got a new battery for that smoke alarm yet, huh?" And he's like, "What are you talking about?" It's like, you hear that? So funny. Coach, you got a big game coming up this weekend, man. I don't want to wait till the end of the show to talk about it.
No, let's talk about it.
We got Cavalry football, Wyoming Cavalry. Obviously, you're the defensive coach. I know you had your meeting tonight. How are the guys feeling in the locker room?
I mean, Defensively, because it was a defensive meeting, but defensively, we're ready to go. We know what we got. We know, most of them had played under me before, so it's just going to be smooth sailing. We just got to communicate. I heard just earlier today that there are only 4 tickets left, so it's going to be loud. We've always had a loud environment coming in with fans booing against us and stuff, so it's gonna feel weird having them on our side for a change. But I'm excited, just hoping that we can come out and gel and make a statement. Not just win, but I wanna make a statement this game.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Preseason action and already getting sellouts. It speaks to the support you guys are going to have during the season as well. That's got to be a good feeling for you. I know, especially with the startup with the St. Paul Bears this year, that probably didn't have a lot of fans in attendance when you were at, playing even home games. In the few that you did. Did you coach a home game?
No, nope.
I was going to say, I don't think he coached one.
Nope, 2 away games, but I did see some of their games. Still got love for the players. This is a whole different ball game, like whole different atmosphere and actual arena. So let's go. I'm
that
excited.
Camplex is cool, man. Like I said, I'm from around out in that area, very familiar with the arena you're playing in, and yeah, really awesome what they're doing out there.
So, Coach, I mean, it is a preseason game. You want to go in and put your foot down. I mean, but outside of that, what are you looking for with the team? I mean, cohesiveness. I mean, I know these guys are all traveling with you. So what are you looking for in preseason game number 1 with your team and with the offensive side of the team?
I'm just, I'm looking for us to get that rust off and fast. I want us to come out fast. I want us to come out hitting and just playing smart, gaining that trust. We have a few new players on the defense, so just getting them up to speed and then, having confidence in them. So that's basically what I'm trying to see. I want to see who's really about it and who's going to shy away from the hits or the wall or something like that. So this is going to be a game to, evaluate and make more cuts. No one's safe ever, really, in the arena football.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to address this, Steve. I don't think there's any way that the Vikings are up for sale. I think the Wolves will be this franchise as a business is printing money hand over fist, man. Like they would be crazy. And I don't know what this other Vikings pod is saying. I saw some posts and I saw some fake news. I mean, there's so much AI generated content and people that are just trying to get a rise out of people. I don't think there's any validity to that whatsoever.
Yeah, no, the Vikings are not up for sale. And if they are, it's very private knowledge right now. So,
and it would be. Like,
but realistically,
we freaking house, right? It's not your mobile home that you're listing. Well, and
the thing is, as the whole thing goes, everybody has their price. So I mean, but they're not looking. I mean, if an offer falls on their lap, then they're probably talking, but they're not acting now. Like the other Minnesota sports team that does need to sell the Twins. Yeah. I mean, they need to sell. But that's another story for a different day.
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna get into the baseball talk. Don't worry, we got plenty. We already got the color scheme for some Twins baseball too, so we're gonna go. That was some smart branding by one Bubba Starts. Who cares? The owners like money. I heard nobody likes the owners of the Packers.
No, the Wolves are loved here. I mean, I haven't heard anything negative about the Wolves, except for the GM hire recently. But so no, they're probably one of the best owners I've had since I've been a Vikings fan. they're willing to do their thing. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's not like they won't spend money. I don't know what I don't know what fans aren't happy with the I don't know. Maybe they're a little more hands off than other owners are, but I think
the only negative that I've heard is that the ticket prices are so high. Well, that's life. You know, everything's high. So
what up, Norsefius? What's up, man?
What's up?
Yes, sir. Norsefius, what'd you think of the Super Bowl? How do you feel about Sammy D getting his ring? We did a nice little watch along party, had a great time for that, and Cody's in the background doing his thing. I love watching him
multitask.
It's just that big booming voice that he has, man. I can't do nothing about it. I can't. I've tried.
Let me see if I can do something on my side here. Nobody's ever said my voice is loud, so
yeah, and I can turn off the automatic and try to turn you down.
Yeah.
Hey. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Cody, so you guys head out on Friday and head out there to Gillette, Wyoming. Who are you guys playing again?
The CNY Blue Devils. 6:30 kickoff on Valentine's Day.
Awesome.
Will there be a link?
Yes. Yes, I don't have it right now, but I do know we're going to be live streamed on YouTube. So if you just type in Cavalry, you should be all right. And then we're also going to be on the radio, and I can get that radio station here.
Yeah, make sure we got it so we can share it, man. Norsefius, never any offense taken here, man. We always appreciate the help, and you know, it sounds different to everybody. I'm listening on my studio monitors in my studio here, so things sound differently to me. I hate to pull them out and then you can't hear them at all. So we always appreciate you, man.
Yeah, thanks for the update. We'll definitely keep eyes on that or ears on that.
Yeah, do want to apologize to you fellas about that phone call I had to take. Originally, I was only able to take 9 players out of my 13, and I just got a call. I'm able to add 2 more, so that makes life a little bit easier.
How is that? I downsized my volume a little bit. Is that better?
Yeah, that seems like it's a little too low.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say we're like I'm gonna put you at like 50%. I think if we hit that 50.
Oh, okay. Oh, you can adjust that good. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, 50 is good. That's clever.
All right, just in case anybody wants to know, U.S. is down 1-2 or 2-1 in the curling championship game that I'm watching.
Bobo just didn't lost it.
You know what, B? I was worried about not being able to watch.
Hey, it's the gold medal game for the mixed doubles.
That's awesome, man.
Curling.
Yeah. U.S. Who are they playing? Canada?
No, they're playing Switzerland.
Yeah. Steve, we will fight you. We will fight you over Cody.
Yeah, I want to see you try to bring that guy over to green and gold.
Couldn't do it.
Not only am I happy for Sammy D, but I'm proud of him. All the slings and arrows he's had to take. Indeed, man, he does deserve it. And his whole career, not just in Minnesota, but we talked about a lot on the show. And let's go. Hey, you're going to be fighting the whole SPSN crowd for Cody, man. Now, They would probably cut me in a heartbeat, but you can't have Cody. He's our ace. Especially with the way that Sam got treated by the fan base, kind of thrown under the bus like AOC. We went over that quite a bit. And Stephen A. Smith kind of went scorched earth on him today on his show, I saw. And I mean, well deserved, because you kind of gave up on the guy. How do you expect someone to come back from that? Like, he doesn't have ears to hear and eyes to see. And to me, it was I think he got treated with some disrespect. I think they made a massive mistake by not signing him during the season and putting an offer on the table. And then you never have the Seahawks being able to make an offer, right? You're putting it out there before anyone else has a chance to. So, yeah, some mistakes were made by this Vikings organization, but the mistake was not believing in the guy that you gave the contract to that led you to 14 wins the year before, right? So, it is unfortunate, especially with, I don't think it would have been a slight to JJ McCarthy with the injury he had suffered during the season either. I think Kwesi and KOC deserve all the smoke. I mean, Kwesi obviously lost his job over it, whether, it was obviously a stack of things there, but yeah, right now KOC, and to a certain degree, the Vikings fan base deserves a lot of smoke right now for the way they treated Sam Darnold, and the ultimate get back for him to go to a team that knew his skill set, that was aware of what he could do, what he couldn't do, and they built a team that could win ball games. And at the end of the day, that's what it's about. It's not about a system. It's not about a one person's ego, whether that's the quarterback himself, the head coach, the GM, the ownership. It's about that entire team, meaning the whole team, from the front office to all the 53 on the field to all the training staff, everyone playing as one.
Well, the thing with all fan bases is they want to be right. I mean, they want to be like, oh, I told you we should have went this way and not this way. Everybody was wanting a young quarterback. We need to stop signing these old guys that have been here for, been around. We need to find a franchise quarterback. We found a franchise quarterback. Now, could we have kept Sam and had JJ another year as a backup? That probably would have been a better plan. Did Sam want to be here? Like Bubba said, we could have signed him during the regular season. We could have franchise tagged him. Could have done a couple other things, but maybe overall Sam didn't want to be here after that 1 year because he knew JJ was the guy. So, I mean, a lot of factors play into why Sam's not here. So,
yeah, well, and good for him finding a team after, what's this, his fourth stop, in 6 years.
Fifth and sixth.
Drafted by the Jets, the Panthers, the Niners, the Vikings, and now to land in Seattle and to be on a team that knows how to use his skill set. And I was waiting for it, Northfield. Somebody said it.
Well, the thing too is Seattle got rid of their couple good receivers and a couple other people. So going into the season, myself included, didn't think Seattle was going to do much. It's just like, okay, let's see what Sam can do, and it just shows that offensive line is the next key component to having a solid quarterback play.
How about that Will Campbell for the Patriots just catching strays for his game?
Yeah.
Oh man, have you seen those memes?
No, I haven't. No, I missed them.
Will Campbell in his college interviews and stuff, he's like, if you're a defensive lineman and you get a sack a game, you're for the whole season you're going to be a top 5 pick. If you're a lineman giving up a sack a game, you're going to be bagging groceries or something. And then when he got drafted to the Patriots, he's like, I'm going to live and die and give up my life to protect Drake May. And then in the Super Bowl, he just got worked. Absolutely rocked. Oh, my goodness.
Everybody on that Patriots offense got worked. I mean,
yeah, man. And that's one of the things that I said about the Seahawks team was the rotation they have on the defensive line. The dogs they had on that line made a whole big, massive difference, man. So,
well, and Cody, I brought that up to you, watching one of the Bears' first games, and I think it was like towards the halftime of the first game, and the team was on a chance to score, and one of your guys just blew up the middle and had like a 10-yard sack loss, took him out of field goal range and stuff like that. Or I just, they get worked. I mean, that defense definitely worked the Patriots all over that field.
Yeah. No, it wasn't just Campbell. But just because of what he was saying in the past, they brought it up, and just catching strays. So,
Yep.
but yeah, that whole
and the past is always going to come out and get you, especially in the media world. Everything's recorded. So if you say something bad,
Oh
it's
my
gonna come
God!
back to bite you.
If this show ever like gets some traction, we're gonna get roasted daily, right? Like, there's gonna be people that make shows just talking about our bad takes, and I look forward to those days, right?
Yeah.
I
It's not a bad take if it happens, it's not a bad take. I mean, we all have our own peace of mind, and we're going to talk about the draft coverage. What should the Vikings do at 18? I guarantee all three of us is going to have a different player on the board that we want to take, or what move they want to make. Do we want to trade up? Do we want to trade down? And stuff like that. We're all going to have different takes on that.
I want to address that comment real quick.
All right.
That last one, that's a good point. Like, why wouldn't you? We had him, and I mean, you just blow his direction, and he falls over. Like, and what's he 6 foot something? 6 foot, maybe. Like, he just undersized. I thought they could have taken advantage of him.
Yeah, and he was supposed to be the anchor when he came here to Minnesota. That was supposed to be the new centerpiece to the Vikings offensive line.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all right, Steve. We can take him. I got tough skin. I got thick skin, man. We don't mind it, and that's what it's all about, man.
Yeah, I've been called worse by better people. So
I miss the I don't work in the factory anymore, so I kind of miss the locker room talk. I miss the the ribbon. It is what it is, man. Me and my friends used to say, if we ain't talking shit, we ain't talking. So,
right.
It doesn't.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. That's all I'll say there. I mean,
there you go. All right, Steve, you're putting yourself out there. We'll see. We'll have Coach Cody.
He wants to be a quarterback coach or secondary. That's like two different sides of the ball there, man. I mean,
all right. Steve knows the policy. Steve doesn't know football.
Oh shit.
Just playing, man. You do all right. You're just fine.
That's one thing about sports is we all have our own opinions. Agree with them or disagree with them.
Oh my God. I do want to give you guys a heads up. I will need to dip off at 9. I got a team meeting here and a Zoom, just going over some film.
You're good, man. Love you too, Steve. Love you, Coach. Yeah, we didn't need to go for long tonight. Just want to recap the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Give us a little break, a little buffer here, week in between before we really dip into draft coverage and all of that. Obviously, you have a busy week, so me and B might actually have to do our own damn homework and come up with some things.
I got mine. I got mine about half done. It's been a busy week. My sister gave birth yesterday to a healthy baby boy. So,
congratulations, man! Congratulations to mom and happy the baby. Right on, man. Yeah, we appreciate Steve. We don't mind. We don't mind. We like having a good time. Norsevius, we love having you here too, man. And if you're interested in coming on, talking some draft coverage with us, shoot me an email or something. My email's on my on all the YouTube channels as well, so you can find me there. Drop me a line. Would love to have you on. And yeah, there we go. See, at the end of the day, man, we can talk smack, but we still love God and babies, right? Like everybody.
It's gonna be a busy weekend. Heading straight out there. From about we'll probably get there Saturday morning, and then from noon to 6 or noon to 4, we got events leading up to the game. They shut down the whole town and make it a big thing, and then pregame the game itself, and then we're heading right back because I got a baby shower that I cannot miss Saturday. It's gonna be like that.
So you're saying there's going to be a police escort once you get to the Minnesota border back to Cannon Falls here?
Oh, hopefully. Hopefully.
See if I
get lucky.
The South Dakota speed limits are 80 miles an hour on the interstate, so you can haul ass in South Dakota.
Right.
You got to go drop some of the guys back off in North Dakota again, though?
No, thank God. I figured out a way to make them come here. So
or even meet you in Sioux Falls, or you know what I mean? Like drive south to Sioux Falls, and we'll park your car at the mall or something, and let's go, man. Like,
right, but of course,
especially coming from Cannon Falls, like you were on the southeast side of Minneapolis. That is way out of your way to go up and into far. It's not like you're in St. Cloud already, right? Like you're not on the way out there.
And then of course, when I tell people that we're switching up the route and this and that, then people are instantly trying to map quest it or something and just get directions and be like, oh, am I on the way? It's like, no, meet at the meeting spot. We'll pick you up and we're going.
So they got a bomber wing up there, Norsefius. What branch were you? Because we got the big B1 bomber wing. So those B1s that flew over on the flyover, those were from Rapid City. Those were from the bomber wing that's stationed at Ellsworth Air Force Base out there.
So, Coach, your drive this Saturday, what's it going to be like in the car? What do you plan on? Just letting the guys do their thing, quiet ride? I mean, music jamming? I mean, what do you plan on doing?
I mean, it goes in waves. It's kind of weird. I've been traveling with these fellas for going on 3 years now, most of them. And, for the first 2 hours, 3 hours, it's hyped, just loud in that van. You can't hear nothing, like laughing. Everybody's just, it's like a big family, honestly. And then it'll kind of die down. We'll stop, get gas or whatever. More hypeness, and then they start to fall asleep. And, and they're out. And, we got a couple that'll probably sleep with their eye open like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, our first time we ran into a snowstorm, and it was just those flakes coming right at you. So high beam, low beam, it doesn't really matter. All the roads were covered.
It all looks like you're flying the damn Millennium Falcon, man. Like,
I'm not gonna lie, I was cooking, and this corner came up, and I tapped on that brake so quickly, but like it was smooth and it was perfect timing because we were not gonna make that corner. I'm not even gonna lie. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we need a professional driver. We're working on a bus. We need to hurry up, get this tour on the road, get that Netflix money, and do it. I got some really, man, I don't know if you guys are aware of who Radio Raheem is, big podcaster. And I was on the phone with him today, probably taking our show into his studio in Dallas. So that was pretty cool today. Shout out to my friend Nini, who we were talking about working in one of her other clubs. And I had mentioned, hey, maybe we want to go into the studio instead. We really don't have the money to do the big club. And she's like, well, the owner just walked in. I'll put you on the phone with him. And literally, we're just talking. And then at the end, I was like, yeah, man. So like, what was your name? Is like Radio Raheem. And she had mentioned his name before, but I didn't know that's who I was on the phone with. I'm just talking, and we're talking about the support of the independent music scene and everything that they're doing down there for, independent creatives. And yeah, man, it was just really cool. I was like, oh yeah, man, I think I saw you on a podcast one time. I think it was 2 years ago. He was on Rogan.
Dang, man. It's every day.
Yeah, man. Rap was awesome, man. We loved having him on the show with us. Appreciate his takes. It seems like as far as creators go, us independent creators, he's got a really sound football mind, and but he's very aware of like the fan, right? And the fans' takes on things, and for better and for worse, right? So it was really awesome to have Rap on, man. An incredible individual, got an awesome platform of his own, and we're just feeling our way through this, man. I got to talk today. Another phone call I had today was with a guy who's the director of sales for Have a Day tequila drink, and that is actually owned by the guys from Bob Does Sports, which I kind of reference a lot with our golf talk. And so it's cool being on the phone with him and chatting, and just this world is tightening up. Right? Like we're starting to branch out and to end up connecting with a lot of really awesome creators. I think people appreciate our authenticness. We're not trying to be somebody that we're not on here, and we are just who we are. And we're pretty cool dudes, right? Like we're not bad guys. We're good people, and I think that's all that people really want is to be around good people. We're not trying to be outrageous just for the sake of being outrageous, right? I don't know that I do. Do you guys remember it all? Catch 84?
No. No, but I mean, like you said, this is we're not trying to like copy anybody. We're just trying to give people a platform to be and talk football and just be relatable. Like you said, we're just three dudes who love the sport, love the Vikings, came together, and we're just hanging out.
Honestly, I'm just trying to make you famous so you get that job at the Vikings, and we all get to hang out and get free tickets. That's what.
Well, that's the whole thing is, we watch all the sport networks and stuff, and a lot of their takes are just based on because the team is popular and all this stuff, and we're just three average Joes that our takes matter in our opinion, and we're not going to hear. We'll have debates here and there, but it's all for fun.
Like that poor man's Ben Wallace.
Yeah.
Oh man,
you got to keep your basketball takes off the show, or you're just gonna get killed, man. Nobody's gonna respect Cody after his basketball takes get out there.
Well, I didn't mean that one.
A guy who might have a close personal relationship with the Jones family, and kind of waiting to see what happens with him. I know been a lot of talk about him possibly being a cap casualty. I think if he ends up getting cut from the Vikings or doesn't have a restructure on the table, that he probably retires. I think he's had a pretty solid career. I think that ankle injury was probably a lot worse. We're sad to hear that, man. Curtis with Catch 84 passed away in a car crash a week ago. So we're sad to hear that, and the Vikings fandom is worse for it, right? These fans, the Vikings fans are why I became a fan, right? Not just the Viking world order, but everyone else around the team. Minnesota nice isn't just a saying, right? You're welcome with open arms wherever you go. And I know there's been a lot of bad press on the city of Minneapolis, but I don't think that reflects Minnesota, especially Vikings fandom as a whole. I don't know what the rest of the teams are like. I know we had a great time when we were up there to watch the Twins. Been to a Timberwolves game as a Bulls fan, been to a Wild game as a Blackhawks fan. Never got treated disrespectfully. Not the same can be said of like fans of Cody or the Eagles and some other fan bases that are kind of just flagrant. For real, Norsevius. And sorry that we never got the chance to meet him or check out his content. And we are not, I don't think there's any way that Cody is trading either one of the JJs on this team.
No, I couldn't do it.
No,
I couldn't do it.
No, and even Drake May, who people had, pegged in as a possible MVP candidate. You see the limitations that a young quarterback is going to have. You just haven't seen enough, right? You haven't been through it all to be able to react in the time you need to be able to maybe see some things at the lines to make that extra call to be able to break one play open. And I know they made some plays down the stretch, but he also had a absolutely terrible decision to throw it up, in that fourth quarter. That ball was going nowhere, right? Like, I don't even know. And I don't know that he's made any comments on it after that either. The guy zigged when he should have zagged, but those are mistakes that young quarterbacks are going to make. And there's only one thing that kind of fixes that, and it is experience. Or like the best coaches in the world, right? But even Mahomes would made mistakes. He just had a team that could bail him out, right?
Yeah. And the whole thing is, I mean, as a Viking fan, watching JJ struggle, I mean, look at where that quarterback class draft is at. You got May that just was in the Super Bowl. You got Bo Nix that went down the game before the championship. You had Caleb Williams in that. You had Daniels the year before almost make the Super Bowl in his rookie year. So the thing is just we just got to be patient. We got to build around JJ, both JJs, keep them happy, keep them upright, and the sky's the limits for this. I mean, so.
I'm interested to see what Steve says about that. Cody, trade away JJ from Mahomes.
Come on.
I mean, we're just kind of throwing crazy stuff out there.
Saying that's a 9. You can't even make that up.
Nothing wrong with
I don't even think you pull that off in
You got
Madden.
those green and gold glasses on your face too tight, my
Hey,
friend.
fellas, I got to get going.
Yeah,
It's
man.
been-
Enjoy your meeting, Coach.
Yes,
We love
sir.
you, man.
Good luck.
Be good. Good luck this weekend. We'll be looking forward to it. I got a show Saturday night, but I will be with you in spirit. And I'm gonna put my in-ears on the stage. I'm gonna have the game on in my ear while I'm playing music. So
Yeah, as soon as I get that radio station and the link, I'll be posting it. So
All right.
appreciate you, guys. Everybody have a
Share it
great night.
everywhere, man. See you, Coach. Let's go. Nothing wrong with JJ Love. That is just, come on now. I mean, to say he, I mean,
I get.
I think that you wouldn't say no regrets. No regrets. I mean, he's a good quarterback, but yeah.
But again, you know, we've talked about this before, you know, here a couple times. They went from Favre, they had Rodgers sit behind Favre for a few years, they went to Rodgers. Love sat behind, you know, Rodgers for a couple years. So they've had a good solid quarterback room there, you know, as starting quarterback. So, you know, Love is doing his thing. He's probably the number 2 quarterback, maybe number 1 quarterback in the division itself. So, I mean, you know, but right now he's trailing Favre and Rodgers to start in Super Bowl rings. So, you know.
Yeah, and I don't think Jordan Love's a bad quarterback. I'm
No,
not saying
no,
he's
yeah,
awful,
no.
but to just like to say there's nothing, you know, he's not perfect. I see
Everybody's
a
got
lot of easy
their
throws
ups
this
and
year.
downs and their, you know, once they find out what that, I mean, the thing is once they find out what your weakness is, now you got to fix your weakness and make changes, you know, just in any sport. They find out what your weakness is, you got to fix it, you know. You know, you can't dribble to the left. Okay, we got to work on that. You know, you can't hit that outside pitch. You know, you got to work on it. So it's just one of those things where you just
bless you, young man. My kids are young, 9 or I guess 10 and 9 now, and I got them just dribble. Like when we go and walk to the park and stuff, like they only dribble with their left hand, right? Where I'm like, no, you gotta work on these things. You gotta get used to it.
Yep.
Well, my wrist hurts, my arm hurts. We're like, yeah, man, like it ain't never gonna change, right?
Nope.
Until you build up those muscles and get it. And then I go watch them when they play, you know, pick up games for open gym, or they're, you know, playing on there, and just a little bit of work that we've done and how much better they've gotten because they're always working on what they're not good at, dribbling to the left, and then eventually, you know, left-handed layups and doing all those things from a very young age instead of trying to wait until you're in high school to work on those is just yeah, well, you never know. You never know, man. From one green and gold to another, right? NDSU moving up in classes, I heard too, right? Going to FBS.
Yep. Yeah, I heard something about that. So, yeah, that Mr. Irrelevant plays a factor. You know, you impress them. I mean, you know, there's more and more, you know, people that are being signed because they're undrafted to practice squads, improving themselves and moving on. So,
yeah, like kicker in the Super Bowl. Guy scored 15 points in the Super Bowl was playing arena football a few years ago or last year. Like,
well, I mean, Kurt Warner back in the day, he was a Super Bowl or arena football guy. So you just never know where this talent's coming from. I mean, you just got to get out there and work hard.
Yep. And ultimately the game of football is the same. And it's how bad do you want it? Right. And right now I want to get some sleep. The freaking kitten woke me up at midnight after we didn't get back in until like 10 o'clock. I had like no sleep last night. I did get a bunch of websites done for the Midwest Talent Awards and everything that we got going on that side. We've made a ton of progress here with our with everything we've been working on, man. I'm planning this big tour. We've obviously had SPSN coverage that we're doing, working on some golf coverage. We're working on some baseball coverage, a lot of big things coming down the pipeline. Stop yawning, B. We had a late night with the Super Bowl on Sunday and everything happening. So with Cody,
it's always good to get out and, just be consistent with our show here and other podcasts, just getting out, getting our name out there. And, it's going to be a fun time. Not just growing with Coast to Coast, but growing with you and Cody and everybody else from SPNN. So it's going to be fun.
Yeah, I'm very grateful for this crew that we got, man, and what we're building. And it's really a great time. Appreciate you guys tuning in on YouTube, helping us pump the numbers up over there. Make sure you're subscribed if you haven't. Share this with your friends. Let them know this is the spot to hang out on Tuesday nights, talk some ball. We're going to get heavy into the draft coverage starting next week. I'm going to do my homework over the course of the next few days and at least get started up. I think what I'd like to do is we're going to start with the outside, start with maybe the secondary, the cornerbacks and the wide receivers. Because I think this team's going to need a wide receiver at the end of the day too, and get a little younger at that position, whether you're going to be able to keep Naylor or not.
I think that's going to be the factor right there is Naylor and Addison. I think are going to be two factors, but
well, I'm ready for him to start doing something, right? Like I kind of expected cuts to be made, and maybe that's, later this week and moving into next week as they really start to plan into that. I know there's a lot of designations that make sense as well, as far as when a guy gets cut to maximize the money that you're getting back. So,
I think after the Super Bowl, though, the few weeks is just them getting back, doing their homework, start from square A again. Vikings, on the other hand, probably have to go a different route because they don't have a GM, so they got to kind of maneuver out what they're going to do. And I think KLC and Flores is going to have a big input this offseason. That's why it kind of scares me to not have a GM and then what are we going to do? Because we know quarterbacks are our biggest issue. Are they going to make that big splash and stuff like that, or are they going to stay with JJ and go with the safe route and getting a veteran that can push JJ a little bit? I mean. So it'll be interesting to see what they do. They got 10 picks. They're over the cap right now, so they definitely got to fix that. But, it is football, right around the corner. 4 days? I think pitchers and catchers report to spring training, so that's coming around. So got a lot going on this month.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's really picked up today too. Today, I don't want to say that I was feeling sorry for myself, but like we didn't necessarily see a lot of movement on our the submissions over the weekend and things that we were trying to do, things that we've been pushing hard on that maybe just not getting that traction. And then today we had like 2 back-to-back calls where we pretty much like locked in all of our venues for Texas, and it was like, oh, you know what? Sometimes you just don't see the momentum that you've created, and sometimes you push, you don't see any movement, and then you kind of wake up one day and you've experienced that growth. It's like watching your kids, man, right? Where it's you're like, damn, you haven't grown in a year, and then in the next 2 months they grow 6 inches, right? You're like, oh, it's always been there, and maybe we're a little blind to it because we're so head down in the work. I think I got another like 9 or 10 meetings tomorrow too, kind of just back to back. And man, trying to get them in. I'm trying to touch as many points as I can right now, get out there in the business world, connecting with people that are decision makers out there, offering, always kind of offering now instead of knocking on everybody's door and being like, hey, give me money, more being like, hey, would you like to be on our award-winning platform? What can we do? So get them on a meeting, talk about positioning on what they're trying to get out of the podcast, what network and stuff that we're going to put them on. So we're going to have some more interviews coming out here on the Scene Project Sports Network. A lot of really exciting interviews coming out on the Scene Projects, our sister station, our parent station with the Scene Project. So yeah, just check out everything that we're doing, guys. I appreciate you tuning in with us. A lot of great stuff to come. I reached out to like 100 golf companies that were on this unquoted and asking for free samples of their stuff. So let's see how many responses I get reaching out and kind of putting it out there that, hey, we're looking for some products to feature, and let's get this thing popping. Waste Management Open was a great time. That's bucket list, man. I'm trying to get us in for next year. Really trying to work on PGA credentials and to just be part of the spectacle at these big events and figuring out how we're going to pay for us to not have to go back to work, right? And to just do this full time and to build off of that. So a lot of work to do. So yeah, that's why I book them all up and do the damn thing.
All right, bud. Well, you take it easy, get some rest. You got a lot of important stuff going on, and we'll see everybody here next week for Vikings United, I guess.
You got it. Appreciate you, B. We'll see ya.
See ya.
As we cheer on our Minnesota Vikings, let's also recognize true heroes. Pillars of Valor Coffee isn't just about exceptional taste. It's a veteran-owned company with a powerful mission. With every purchase, you're directly contributing to programs that empower and support veterans and first responders. Imagine starting your day with a rich, bold coffee that also fuels a vital cause. Pillars of Valor Coffee is dedicated to making a tangible impact, honoring those who've served our nation and communities. Join them in their mission. Visit pillarsofvalor.com to learn more and get your bag today. Pillars of Valor Coffee. Great coffee, greater purpose.